Hello everyone, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival Vanilla version 115. Today's episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can today we're gonna see if we can't get enough materials to build a capital vessel of some sort so we can get around the planet. I'm thinking maybe the Atheon here. Or the Atheon, that one. Or we could go with the Hive, which is a nice one to go with. I think I want to go with... Need 1 gold, 12 grow plot, 12 optometric bridges. I'm going to have to modify that chip in creative eventually. But we'll, did we grab? Let me turn the light on so you guys can see. This is what I've gathered up so far. I have 4,000. I have 5,000 iron, some silicon, some copper. I actually need to make sure that I make up some drill charges here. Alright, so we have drill charges, we have that, we have... Let's make a little bit more sniper ammunition. 10. Make 10 of the shotgun. Actually make 20 of the shotgun. Alright, let's let that cook. We have meds in here. Let's see here. No, well, now I have to restock my snacky bars. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Don't need the portable constructor anymore. Got air, got O2. Alright, we're just waiting on the ammunition real quick. And then we'll take off. Come on, shotgun rounds. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That ought to be enough to do whatever we need to do. Let's go. Need to do some mining. Alright. What else is on this planet? There's a silicon back this way. Today's episode. Oh, Yoshi, thank you, buddy. Alright, thank you, Yoshi. Vintage story, huh? Okay, I will take a look at that. And see if it's my kind of thing. It sounds like vintage stories to be like, kind of like, Dinkum. Make sure we're not in anybody's territory yet. Okay, we're not. But yeah, I'll definitely give a... I might even have Vintage Story already in my library. I just, never played it. We'll check once we get done. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's so good it's not on Steam. Oh, okay. Vintage Story. Sounds familiar though. But yeah, I'll definitely take a look at the game. I'll watch some videos and see if it's my alley. Oh, it's a Minecraft mod, kind of like Hightail? Cool. I'm enjoying my Hightail fun. Got this mega garden going on. No, it was just in Minecraft mod, but then I went into its own. Oh. It's got its own. I'll have to check that one out, because if it's anything like Hightail, I kind of like Hightail and the way they go. Now, is there... Can you put mods to finish story there, Yoshi? I like heavily modding things, as it were. Like, I think I have like 30 mods in Hightail right now that I'm using. Most of them are growing, whatchamacallit. See if this one's actually done. Okay, it's done. You drinking my coffee here? How many silicon do we have? 553. I think we're going straight for a capital vessel. So it was a mod, but then it'd be turned into its own game, huh? Cool. I was looking for new challenging games to play. I have a lot on my list that I have to do. Right now, we're just going to focus on Empyrion, because we need ore. Stores. Let me write that down so I remember in my notes. Let me put a scribbly pad. Then edge story. I got it written down as a reminder on a sticky pad. It's up on my monitor now. So that I remind myself to go take a look at the game and see if it's the one for me. Meteorite incoming. I think the meteorites are rubbish. They used to be good in Alpha 12, but man, whatever they did to them now, it just takes forever to drill them out. Even with an epic drill, it just takes way too much time to drill out the asteroids. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend, unless you really desperately need the material. I wouldn't go after asteroids. It's easier to get just rock deposits like this. Which reminds me, I'm not in anybody's territory, am I? No. Just checking. Been around since 14 subs, huh? Wow, man, it's been a long time. Time flies, and we're just growing so exponentially. What other deposits do we have here? a copper over that way. There's a sciencing camp that way. Looks like there's a copper and a covered substrate one over here. They might be in Talon territory though. Maybe not. That's a copper meteorite. Well, I don't want a meteorite, but I will take the silicon even though it says 100% left. How do I not feel that this is correct? I could have sworn I mined this one out. Guess not. Okay. Oops. Vintage story. Take a drink. But how you guys, everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We're just doing some mining this morning. Sorry I haven't had any Empyrion for a while now. Couldn't be helped. Got stuck in Hightail and just having just loads of fun in there. Just trying new games out for the channel, like I said, Hightail, and then the next one to come out will probably be, I don't know, maybe 7 Days to Die Rebirth. But the version 2.5, not the late or the oldest version. Might do that sometime. Today is Monday, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 3-hour stream of Empyrion, and then we're gonna take a break, make the wife her food, and then what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll do Hightail if I have time and if I remember. My mind is not all here today. You know, they should really have a blinger on the drill. You know, I'm learning how to mod. Nothing tangible yet, but I'm learning a lot from Mr. Master Chief. He's doing an excellent job doing a coverage of how to mod in Empyrion Galactic Survival. Oh. Alright. You feel comfortable? Yes, I do. Let's see here. There's a copper down here. Let's go grab that. Another iron right here. Oh, no, it's an iron meteorite. Silicon deposit. Doesn't look like it's in anybody's territory. I think that's it for the deposits that we can get on this planet. Oh, there's 2 silicons here. Let me mark them. Alright. So there's our bunker. Silicon deposit this way. Get the supply of snacky bars going. Try to do mining off camera, but this is just, I have to get this done on camera, unfortunately. I will do the majority of the mining off camera. It's just this first initial CB, and once we get the CB in, we can actually use it as a mobile base. We'll just move around from quadrant to quadrant. Doesn't take very long to mine out the resources. Done what, 4 deposits today? Good coffee. Even though it's cold. I don't drink as much coffee in the summertime then as I do in the wintertime. This coffee makes me warm, which means that we'll be overheating in the summertime. We're almost into summer. The weather's changing drastically. Jolorapod's trying to eat me on top of my ship. That's hilarious. They couldn't hit me for some reason. There is no lights on this thing. Just making sure there's no Jolorapod before I start digging out the silicon. Let's see here. I think we have all the silicon we need. Or we'll do this planet and move on. Minecraft. No, I never played Minecraft. Yeah. Never played Minecraft. Or something trying to attack me. So we're just done. Moving on. Doesn't take that long to mark out the deposit. So we'll continue. Let's go. Copper deposit over this way. There's some rock spiders here. $2,000 silicon. Where are we gonna find bridges at? Probably inside of a POI. I'm presuming. Might have to go over there and do some looting. Even though I only have light armor on. Look for a POI here in a second. As soon as we get this planet mined out. What is that? Probably copper deposit. so I don't come back through here and fall in the hole. Alright, moving on. What else is there? There's a silicon deposit over that way. Let's go. Sorry for the darkness, everyone can't be helped. This plantation is lit up. To read information on the target quest, open your timeline in PDF once. So, mission tab and activate the mission called Quest Log. F1. Solo. Harvest. Required one-time harvest crops. Location, Talent Plantation. Alright, so we need to talk to the foreman here. Neat that they're adding quest into the game, but where's this foreman at? Oh, there he is, duh. Can I help you something? I've been sitting here doing too. At the moment, unfortunately, everything has gone haywire, and there is currently all kinds of problems. The worker who is responsible for delivery is also on the road elsewhere. So I can't say right now if we have already delivered or not. If there is nothing in the sack over there, I'm sure that other plantations will be happy to if you bring their harvest on. Alright, we have said thing. Don't tell me where to go. I don't know where to turn this crop in. Let's go grab this silicon while I'm thinking about it here real quick. Alright. Silicon disappeared. Resource drill. Let's go. It's the bottom of the well here. Surely have enough silicon by the time we're done with these deposits. Wow, this is a big deposit. Only 50% done? Really? I feel like we've been here a little while. A giant deposit compared to the other ones we've been running into. They've been little baby ones. I was just saying medium deposit, so yeah. There's that. We're going to get Neo and Cobalt here pretty soon. We'll go to the other planet and hopefully we have enough food to last until we get back. There's plenty of oxygen on us, so skeleton's not going to be an issue. But we got to remember there's a patrol vessel or several patrol vessels on whatchamacallit? Skillon. Alright, so now we'll just fill this in. Alright, we need to collect some more food. So we can get our snacky bars back up there. Or energy bars or whatever you want to call them. There's no plant protein around here. Here's some titanium. Alright, so let's see here. So where are we close to here? Artifact, supply depot. Supply depot. Oh yeah, okay. Like what? Obelisk, science camp. Ruins, plantation. This way. This way we go. I did say it said any foundation, right? Or plantation. So I'm presuming this one will do. If there's nothing in the sacks either over there, I'm sure that the other plantations will be happy if you bring their harvest to the farm. Alright, so we need to go to the farm. a level 1 over here. Let's see if this is the farm. There's a starter bunker. Plantation. See the farm in the distance. Are we in Talon territory? Yeah, we're gonna be in territory on that. Need to be friendly with them. That's the only reason we're doing the missions for them. Man, this is a little laggy over here. I know I haven't played in a couple of days, but geez. Tower. Farm. Wow, it got pitch black. Like, for days. Hello, friend. What is your business? Can you help me with something? Alright, so what'd that leave us out of? Or is the Talon go? We're neutral still, but yeah, Alright, we need to get off this planet. I'm done with it. Let's go to a different planet. I don't think there's any more deposits on this planet to be had. And before we take off, we want to go back to the starter bunker and put a Gatling gun on here just so we can take out drones. If we need to. Sorry for the darkness, everyone. So we're up to... Alright, so what do we need for the ship? We need 13,000 iron. Wow, that's a lot of iron. 4,720 carbon substrate. 2,910 neo. Probably do the silicon roll. Actually, you know what? Let's go do a base rate. Oh yeah, we gotta make a gun for the ship here real quick. Small vessel. 1, 2. I cook up real quick. We accepted that mission for the telepods, right? Let that cook. Let's go do this telepod thing. Did say they were in the swamp, so let's go way over here. Not in the swamp, we're in the frozen biome. We need to go this way. Those guns, though. I don't know. Sun is rising or sun is setting, huh? Let me show you the asteroids and what they look like. I'll show you over here real quick, this copper one. They're really quite rubbish because the hitbox. There's some telepods dropping down on the thing there. Kill 5 telepods. Here's the swamp. That's not a place I want to be. One of 5. That's so cool. Watch it. Impact. Oh. That's so cool. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a talent territory, am I? No, okay. There's an asteroid. Yay! On to their pods. Hooray. 4 more, you little buggers. Yeah, to their pod, to their pod, to their pod. Need 4 more to their pods. In the swamp, where are all the killer pods at? In the water, maybe? Probably. I don't think I have anything that shoots underneath the water as far as that goes. I don't think you can shoot this gun underneath water. You can shoot the... Yeah, you can't shoot the weapon underneath water. Let's go see if there's any killer pods out here. Nah, it's not gonna let me, Oh, buddy. Follow me this way. We have his attention. Two of 5. That's around the water edge here. Wandering, I'm looking for killer pods. Wherever they are. There's snack bar production up there. Or energy bars, I should say. Alright. So we need to fly down the coast here. So we find 2 killer pods. Alright, there's gotta be another swamp area somewhere. Whoa. Look at the map, we can tell which one's the swamp area by... It looks like right over here there's a whole bunch of snow, or a whole bunch of... Yeah, there should be a whole bunch of killer pods over here. This is the swampish area. One per killer pod. Ooh. Just looks weird from a distance. You tiller pods. Where are you? There's one. Don't touch me. There you go. What's that egg? Egg multicolor. Interesting. Gonna spoil. Oh, there's another tiller pod. There's actually 2 tiller pods right here. 3 tiller pods. There's our level. Alright, so let's put our hands away here. Alright, so we finished the mission. Let's go back to the plantation, which is this way. I think any plantation will work. Let's go pick up our guns and drop off our goodies here. Let's see here. Tell me he wants 5 of those pieces of meat and I have to kill more tiller pods. I thought it was just get. Well, it said 5, so we're gonna have to go back over here until we get 5. And where was that at? I think it was this way. Like this silicon asteroid right here? Look how slow and painful this is. They need to like update this. It just takes so long to get any resources. Well, maybe they did change it. I don't know. Looking for the swamp again. Ah, here we go. Here's the swamp area. Let things load in here real quick. While we're here. A lot of grain down on the ground. And we need some more tiller pods. Yeah, at the end of the year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to release my scenario that I have, that I'm working on behind the scenes. You guys have seen my changes and how it reflects on like Reforged Eden 2. Mine's going to be a little bit less grindier. I don't mind Empyrion Reforged Eden 2 beta. It was fun playing it. This vanilla playthrough will be the last one before the next major update. Oh, this is a swamp. Where's the Teluripod at? Here, Teluripod. Teluripod, no, Teluripod. Maybe if I chanted for a second or so. Maybe they'll all show up and be like, ah, surprise! Over to this other side over here. Oh, this is not the jump. That's not the swamp. That's not the swamp. I don't think that's the swamp. It's up on a curvature. No, that's not the swamp. Anything moving? All of you see something. I wish it would tell you where the Teluripods are. It does say the swamp, but man, there was a ton of them when we first started the episode, and now there's like none. It's like they know we're out hunting for them, as it were. You got wise. Oh, there's a Teluripod. Alright, let's see here. That's 4, and we need one more. Sometimes you have to sit in one spot for everything to render in. I got a beefy computer, and I still have to like stop and wait for stuff to render in. Something about Empyrion that computer either I don't know what it is in the game, but it has gotten to the point where we can actually play. Yeah, to their pod. Come on, where are you? Yes, around. It's not going to be this. Oh, there's a Teluripod right there. Are you going to give me my last thing? Yep. Alright, so now we need to go back to our plantation. That's the bunker. Actually, go to the bunker real quick since we're close, and we'll go back to the plantation. Is it the plantation or the farm that we needed to go back to? I can't remember. I want to say it's the plantation. But I want to make sure that I have Gatling guns down here. Let's take the rock out of here. Put it in here. Now let's just smelt up that. go. These are another large constructor. We're gonna build some 15 mil ammunition. Nitrocellulose. So we need trees, huh? Let's go over here and grab a couple of trees real quick. It would be probably behooved if we fly over there. That would make sense. Even though we don't have a how much wood logs do we get per this tree? Watch it be like 5 plant fiber. Watch. I'm telling you, it's gonna be 4 logs, huh? Okay. Take down 2 more trees and then that should give us enough ammunition to go with. These trees take forever to chop down now these days. Alright. That's all we need for now. We don't need like a bunch of ammunition. We just need enough to take out a couple drones. Right. Let's make some 15 mil rounds then. Need an ammo box. Let that cook up real quick. We have 2-gallon guns. Thrusters that are going to be cooking us. Oh yeah, this is a tier 1. This is a tier 1 multi-tool. You can do anything with it. We do not have any charges. Just gonna slap the ammo box right there. Throw the ammunition in there. Let's see if we can make some multi-charges here. Not in there. They're a Pacific one. Let me see here. Remember correctly, you can make them in the portable constructor. This one there was like there it is, energy cell, steel plate and electronics. Steel plate and electronics. Steel plate and electronics. Some electronics, please. Oops, hold on. Not that. That. Just a second there. Alright, let's make it our multi-charges here real quick. Yeah, there's two types of multi-charges. This one only requires electronics, which is like an early game thing that you can get off POIs by salvaging it. Alright, so we have multi-charges, we have that, we have that. Alright, I think we're ready to go to the plantation. Turn this in, and then we're going to go to another planet. We're going to go to a new planet. Ship is heavy, as it were. Here's a plantation. I wonder if we can turn it in here. How much rep did that give us? A whopping 50. If that. What's after neutral? So we need reputation friendly or better. Actually, you know what? Let's go mining. Come back and do some quests later. We're on our way. Takes forever to get down this here. Okay, so that's a Kua right there. I want to go to Skillon. Whoops. Remember when there used to be asteroids here, now there's no asteroids here. I think they watch my videos, or my videos and live streams, because you know what? Some things they take out that I've like got efficient at doing, like the no mining challenge and whatnot, where you're not allowed to mine any resources and you start on purgatory. We might do another series like that. But we'll do it heavily modded, as it were. Any drones around me. So it was a bonus. What's that? Go over here, get some Neo Cobalt and Titanium, I think. Then we're looking for a POI to go raid. See what there is on Skillon. there's asteroid field. Oh yeah, it's just the ice asteroids that popped up. There's only ice asteroids in the asteroid field, and it's very dangerous with drones and whatnot to go in there and get some ice. It's just easier to do the tent trick on the ground. Alright. A whole bunch of question marks. Map. That's a bad thing about vanilla. Definitely gotta, like, sentinel rear. Yeah, they said they added 150 POIs, but I mean, what are they, the rubbish POIs? Supposedly they fixed the random generation of POIs, so it's better or whatnot. Or maybe you can't, there's Neo. I don't see anything around me. I'm gonna start going back here. Maybe he'll give me the gold I need. He didn't give me the gold I need. Alright. We're not in anybody's territory. There's nothing around us to kill us. Let's go. This one's going to take a little bit more time because it's so dense. We don't have the epic drill yet. I don't even know if we have enough tokens now. We need 7 tokens in order to get the epic drill. We're almost there. Maybe they fixed the asteroids. Or the mining pits. I don't see any more Neo here. Still back in the hall. That deposit should be taken out. Let's move on. You know what? Let's move towards the daylight. I think daylight's this way. We have 160 Neo. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Small vessel. Library. Nice to have that. You know what? We might have to go with the AT on with the shield in order to get warping. Still be missing the restroom and the Cosium for that. We need to find a POI to raid, basically. I don't see anything around me that wants to eat me. Grab this Neo here. It's just a small deposit. It'll take about a couple minutes to get through this. Getting stuff together. Crap. Just get a whopping 160 again and make it like 320. Gotta remind myself there's no O2 on this planet. We're almost there. That's it. That's all it is. Make sure that's it. Doesn't say if there's any left in there. Alright, so next up is how much did I give us? 351, huh? They brought the portal constructor with me. Oh yeah. What you got for me, buddy? Some fuel packs, huh? Not gonna say no. As it were. Look at that thing up there. Look at it go. It wants to eat us. Look at it. It's right. Look at him. He's stalking us. He's making circles. He's waiting for us to step out of our cab. Watch him. Grab this carbon substrate, even though it's a little small deposit. Even though I put them on rich and plenty, they haven't figured that game out yet, I guess. Took longer to fill in the hole than it did to mine the deposit out. Well, dude scared me. I thought you guys were, Computer. Spawning everywhere. That's a lot of exceptions. We get 2 computers and some spare parts, huh? We left this and like top off our repair. Make sure we didn't take any damage. Alright. So moving on. Another carbon substrate over here. He's gonna get in our way. It's nice to know that you still get alien parts from them. That's always a bonus. Okay. Make sure there's nothing in here that I missed. Did we do the laboratory? Or have we done the laboratory? Remember it has 2 guns in the front. You know, let's do some looting. Yeah, there's 2 guns in the front. There's no lights on the ship, by the way. But, just for reference, there's a gun right there. See it? We'll sneak over to the other side here real quick. Then there should be another drone right about there. That should be it. We should be able to fly in. Be safe. Alright, we're in the POI. Safe and away from trouble and danger. Alright, let's see here. Reload the shotgun. Alright, get our game face on. Let's, use that as storage right now. Alright, here we go. Down the rabbit hole. I don't know what's here. Down the rabbit hole again. Round and round in circles we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. I don't know this VRI by heart. That's the door. Where's the other? There's a loot barrel somewhere in this. That's where we dropped down. We drove that. Maybe they removed the loot barrel? We'll see if they removed the other loot barrel. They're all charged. Just where we needed. We're gonna work left to right. Marvel leaves. Piper. Where? See that? Weird. There are a lot of tiki-talk robots in here today. Assault shotgun? Assault shotgun, oh. I was gonna move better there for a second. Ooh, a pulse rifle? You already have a pulse rifle. And a loot barrel. Let's see here. Some explosives, some silicon, some cobalt, a little force field, and an Uzi. I think that's the way we need to go, behind this sign, but it blows up from one of these switches. I think it's in this room. Maybe there's a shutter door in here. I don't see anything. So let's go back here. There's a... I swear it's behind that door. There's one switch there. We flipped that one. I think the other one's back this way. In the center. Don't quote me on it. But it's somewhere in one of these small rooms. That's where we came in at. Right? So let's go right. Make sure we flipped all the switches there. Interesting. I swear the sign blows away in there. Maybe I'm just overlooking it. Oh, here we go. This switch we haven't flipped yet. Ooh, ration pack. Alright. We're good. Golden now. Heavy sniper rifle. We already have a heavy sniper rifle. What's in the loot bag? Sniper rifle, anti-parasites, and yeah. Not really that great a loot, but whatever. Yeah. Alright. So we need to go back down here to this one. Alright. Note to self. I don't know if they're in vanilla or not, the nightmares, but usually there's nightmares down here. I'm thinking there's not going to be nightmares down here. How'd that feel? Alright, let's go. Ooh, some auto miners. Ooh, some fusion cells, some Zascodium, and a minigun. Now we can start taking this place apart. Which, remember correctly, these windows are Satium. We're full. Alright, let's go here. Got that off in there. I already have all the silicon I need. What about this? Can I drop these guns off in here? With this computer? With these steel plates? Not electronic. How about that glass plate? I made a little bit of space. Auto miners are nice, but I'm probably gonna sell them. To tell you the truth. Yeah. There is another barrel back here, by the way. I'll show you it real quick. It's right here, see? Barrel. I don't think I can take any of that. Alright, so what else do we need here? We need small bridges, 4 of them, which we haven't found yet. But we can probably sell the auto miner cores and get enough to do 2 bridges. What else does it need as far as the resources go? Copper, okay, let's drop the copper off in there. Electronics. I wonder if I should sell those. Iron. Scraps. Iron. Titanium. Substrate. Alright, we need to just go into a bigger library. Let's do the factory waiver. Alright, now we gotta pick up some stuff. I don't think there's anything left here. I don't think there's anything in here. I think it's just for show. We'll go in here and look though. Yeah, it's just for show. Alright, let's see here. Let's get out of here. Didn't give us what we needed, but that's okay. There'll be another POI here in the future. Gotta wait. Oh, come on, I was up there. I call it shenanigans. All these doors right here and these furniture. I really need a shower. Is there a shower in here that I can take a shower in? No shower anywhere, huh? All there. Grab some of the safety in here. Just need a warp capable ship with a shield. What's in here? Aha, there's a loot barrel back here. Aha. Neo. Jetpack booth. Can take all of that. That's okay. I'm gonna go. We can pick up the rest. Yeah, I knew there was something to do with that sign. I wasn't going insane, I swear. I knew there was something with the sign. Knew it. Get a shower. My rads are getting up there. I don't have any I don't have any radiation pills. Alright, let's get out of here. So this way, and we'll go this way, and this way, Stop right here. Come up. Missed a jump. Gotta wait for our jetpack to get up there. See Daisy. And then out we go. I wish he's, look at how look at that, he's got like a little face. He's like an R2-D2 robot. Poor little guy. Oh, there's our base, look at it. Can you see us cool from here? Yeah. Cool, huh? Alright. Alright. There's a lot of question marks around here. You guys want to see this up close and personal? He's stuck. Look at him. So cool. He's a space whale. I don't think they attack, unfortunately. It'd be pretty neat if they did, though. What is that? A refuge pile. Actually just one container here, right? Yep. But we can take the antenna for some electronics. A possible core present. Okay. I ain't digging for the core. If the core ain't outside, then I don't know what to tell them. Yeah. I'm not one for making holes in the ground. We're just gonna leave that one just as it is. Alright, what else do we have? Collection point, engine compartment, wreckage. I mean, if we want to go for the collection point, I don't think it's going to have many bridges in there. We just might have to do alias with the shield. So we need copper, iron, and carbon substrate. I broke my nail. I broke my nail. Alright. I guess we can go to collection point. What else did it say we needed? Iron, copper, and carbon substrate. Iron, copper, carbon substrate. Right. So now, collection point has baddies around it. So we're going to go take the baddies out. And then we'll go to the POI. Hey, sunshine. Alright. Which this thing had lights on it so I could actually see what I'm doing, but that's okay. Just note where they are. There's one that just popped into existence. You see him? He's right there. Yeah. Fuel. More fuel. Computer. Safety in plate. Nothing really to write home. Okay, so you go in the here. You go this way. This is where the core is. Not that way. This way. This is another door to the outworld. Core should be right around here. Not the greatest of loot in this place. There is another white container somewhere in here. I'll show you where it is. You have a select squad and everything, huh? I see they leave the power where you won't get very much power anymore. People are probably going like to POIs like left and right just to get power. Because it's also fun. I think there's a barrel down here. No, that just takes us into the core room. Okay. The hiccups. Alright, so remember how we went left? Now you're gonna go right. There's gonna be ooh, is this a shower? Toilet. I need a shower. See if we can get the block back home. No, we didn't get him back whole, unfortunately. More shots at it? No. Another healing kit. Like so many little tunnels around here. The one we're looking for has got a drop down. Here we go, right here. Right? It's right there. Here's the other loot barrel I was talking about. Alright, so let's see here. Looks well, iron, copper, and copper. need half that iron, or half that copper. Alright, so we have the copper. We need iron and carbon substrate. That gives us a little. This gives us a little iron. That'll give us some iron. Sure. That's pretty much it. I mean, I could take this apart for steel plate, but that's just going to take forever. If I had a tier 2 multi-tool, I would take it apart. That will come back with the script mod and just like script it. And remember correctly, there is something else in here. It is a sleep. Oh, this leads to the core room also. Robot. Where do we park? There's stuff in there. 18. No, seriously, where do we park? Oh, there it is. I'm like, I know we park here somewhere. Alright, so that was the collection point. What else is there? Abandoned vessel yard. Have we already done this one? I think we have already done this one. I can tell once I get over here if I've done this one or not. Yeah, I think we've done this one before. Let's see. Yeah, we've already done this one. Okay. Moving on. I really gotta use the restroom here pretty soon. Oh, that looks like a salvage yard over there. You know, I am gonna stop and grab this. Oh yeah, I don't have a radar because yeah, they just want to mess with our heads. Ooh. No, that's not a base we can get ourselves into. Bummer. Yeah, collection point. Oh, this is the one we just did. I guess we could do it again. Hopefully we get bridges and whatnot. It's straightforward. There's only enemies on the outside. Oh, we gotta go in close enough for them to spawn. Okay. Epic fail. I'm from behind there. Forgot there was 2 of them here. Let's drop off our goodie. Alright. Go in here. We'll go down here and grab the core real quick. Hopefully we have better odds than this one. No, not really great. Not the greatest loot in the world. Put the generator to come in here in this place. Alright, so what you need to do is the other barrels right over here. What? Where? Yeah. Cheers. Alright. Let's get this loot barrel and move on. Some anti-radiation cream. That's always nice. What's it say? Anti-radiation oven. Radiation burn. -1 rad. How many rads are we at? 5 rads on the bottom. And our rads are all cleaned up. Alright, let's see here. I'm glad they took the mechanical components out of the game. Every time you knocked out one of these blocks, it would give you mechanical parts, and you know, you can't really use mechanical parts and stuff. Alright, moving on. Alright. Ooh, there's solar panels here. See that in the last one. Wow, a whole whopping 2 stem plate. Not really the greatest loot there, okay. Alright, let's see, Ruka, SA Yard, Neodymium. Oh, there's a core in here. That's right. Take the core out. Let's see here. My vision goggles got a reskin. That's nice. I don't know if I brought enough shotgun shells to get rid of one whole core. Now this one is a... Don't have a portable constructor. Want to give me a bed? No. We should carry a bed around with me. Especially on the toxic world. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Neo2 out of here, but we'll look. Alright. Next up. Alright, here we go. We got an EVA boost finally. Ready? Oh, an EVA boost. Oh. There's a core in here. Yay! This is a good chunk of wood here just for zapping these little things here. Come in handy for ammunition later when we get to Capital Vessel. Alright, let's move on. See what we have here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hide underneath here real quick and I'm going to go use the restroom. Now, what do you mean hide underneath here? I'm going to just go like right about there. I'll be right back, everyone. I have to use the restroom. Alright, where were we? We were conquering the galaxy one thing at a time. Okay. Have we made a full circle around the planet? I think we have. We need to go this way where the question marks are. We're almost there. Need, yeah, we have all the iron we need. We just need the carbon substrate and we're good to go. Now with this alias, it has a shield. But the problem is the reason it has a shield, you need to put a generator in there. I just didn't do it. And we want to warp to the next sector probably pretty soon so we can find some more POIs. Refuge file? Oh. Okay. Yo, buddy. Yo. He's not listening. You guys are actually... The computers, optical lens. Cool thing about my scenario, you'll get to see it at the end of the year. You'll get to see it at the end of the year, because I'm making it myself. Learning how to mod and like learn the concept of modding for Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm gonna put my own spin on the Look, there's a USS Dart that I can't bling up because, yeah, the blingers is actually rubber. Engine compartment. How much Neo do we have? 352. We need how much? Late? I thought I was getting blown up there for a second. Hello, darling. Let's see if it gives us some bridges. If it gives us 4 bridges, we're good to go. We need 4 bridges. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, wasn't... Nah, this is not the right one I'm thinking of. This is the one that's got the tremendous amount of growth plots in it. Yeah. I'll have to come back when we have a core. We'll take all those growth plots back to the... Or we'll take them to the ship. I think the ship that I want to bring in... Let's get the alias in, and then we'll think about what other ship we're bringing in. I know I want to bring in a capital vessel. But I want it to be like my hauler. Kind of like the Zeus. You know, I like to bring in something like that. It's going to take a little while to get all the materials together. So we're going to need an intermediate. Oh yeah, somebody said try the Merlin. I looked it up. Let's see here. The MER? I don't know. I downloaded it the other day, but now I can't think of what it's called. He said Merlin something. I don't know. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're taking out the space. Shotgun is rubbish. Takes forever to take out one whole block. That's carbon substrate. That's carbon substrate. Yes, wood can be turned into plant fibers, so that's what we're mucking out this wood for. Alright, moving on. There's a question mark over this way. There's a carbon meteorite over here. I didn't realize we EOIs I haven't looked at yet. Let's see here, what's this one? The old farm. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop at the old farm. See that one. Oh. This planet might be one that you can actually do a no mining challenge on. You would have to have regenerative POIs on and whatnot. Another question mark that way. The abandoned base is a story arc, so yeah. Can't do anything with that. But what we can do is we can warp out of this sector into the next sector. I think we're pretty much done with this one. We just need some carbon substrate. Yes, I could probably go grab it from the asteroid that's back there, but I want to see what these other question marks are that are on my head. So we're up with the pirates. Neutral. Okay. Keep it that way. It's the one box with fuel. Okay. Another question mark over this way. Actually, two question marks. Looks like something I haven't been to. Oh, it's got a master. That's nothing. Moving on. I don't want to get to Neo. I need to bring in the capital vessel. We do the deposit. Let's do it real quick. Try it, bro. We do. Alright. I have to make sure I'm not in anybody's territory. I'm not. I got worried there for a second that I was in powered territory since I didn't fly too far away from them. What do you guys think? Should we play 7 Days to Die Rebirth? Version 2.5? Or should we do a different series, kind of like Vintage Story or something like that? What do you guys prefer? What would you guys like to see? Alright, that's done. so we have exactly... We can put that in the ship. This one we lose some large fuel packs, mini fuel packs. Throw this in. Whoops. I don't mean that B menu. Thank you. Manage. Don't waste these fusions all on this ship, by the way. You won't. It'll take the fusion cell, but it won't give you all the power that you need. There's a couple more question marks there. We'll figure out what these are real quick, and then we'll go back and we'll warp out of the... Actually, hold on. Yeah, we still got about an hour left. We still have an hour left in the video, or the stream. Alright. Let's go and move on. Could have sworn I saw another question mark right over there. Looks like a DSC something. What in the world? Look how cool that looks. Alright, let's go head back to base. We got things to do. We'll get over here and we'll bring in the alias. And we will... Wow, massive lag, everyone. That's Empyrion for you. Didn't get any bridges. I wonder if we should go... Let's drop our goodies off at base real quick, because we got quite a bit of stuff on us. And we'll fly over to... We'll get in the ship and we'll warp. I don't know where we're going to warp yet. Let me put on cruise control and I can actually look at that while we're flying here. Probably going to go to Omicron. Find out the resources there. It's got promethium, cobalt, copper, iron, neodymium. This has got gold that we need. Gold. Yeah, I think we're going to head that way. I had to turn off the auto brake. Story. Right. Need to go around the asteroid field. What I want to do is I want to go to the space station. There is a space station here. Looks like it's in the rocks. I don't know what kind of station would be in with the rock. I think we're going to go down here and then we're going to jump over to Omicron and basically just see what we're doing. Meteorites falling from the sky. Whatever will we do? Ooh. Alright. Take all the goodies out of here. Oh man, we had carbon substrate. We could have done it. I forgot about that. $24 for this ship. I would really just like the auger. I don't have that much rest from the cosium just yet. I'm like level 20. Don't have that one in. It has drill modulars on it. We can pick a different ship that has warp capabilities. It has to have a shield on it. Hey, Dragon. How's it going, Dragon? How you doing today, buddy? We're just trying to figure out whether or not we want to bring this ship in or not. Or... I don't know. I always bring this one in. I want to bring something different in. Alright, Dragon, let me know if it's finished. I'm looking for a CV to bring in. Like I said, I really want to... Well, there's an SWJ build right here, but it doesn't have a warp drive, I don't think. That's pretty cool. Does it have a warp drive? It doesn't have a shield, though. That's the bad thing about that one. I need bridges. Alright, we're going with Alias, with shields. We have to, just do it real quick. Alright, so let me get rid of all this stuff in here. Go organize the sloop. But I do want to bring in that ship as my, carrier ship. Ammunition. and that. Let's jump over there. Let's go in here. Yeah, if you got a smaller compact CV that is already ready to go, do that. Or you make me up as many as you can. Then what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to grab some more ammunition here. Right, what level are we at right now? You're level 18. Max allowed 1. Do we have enough to make that compact shield? Nice. Yeah, I'm looking for an attack ship or like an intermediate ship right now. I think we need the advanced constructor to build this other thing. We even unlocked the large constructor, or we unlocked. Haven't even unlocked the advanced constructor yet. Let's craft a large constructor here. Or an advanced constructor after that's all done. Just mucking out iron. Grab the rest of this stuff. The only reason I'm bringing the alias is just a roundabout ship. I should sell that. Heads off in there. Sure, we're gonna sell that. Yeah. Try to sell all that. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna pentax it. Alright. Let's speed up time here real quick. We'll get out of this thing. Kinda wanna make some of that. Alright. Where's our bed at? Upstairs, I do believe. Locker. Phone chamber. Bed. Comes with a dancing drawing. That's nice. Alright, so what do we have here? We have that much taxed. Quite a bit of ammunition. Ship should be ready to spawn in here any second now. Do some modifications to it. I need 2 generators. What are we looking for again? Generator. There it is. 1, 2. No, let's put in 4. Let that cook up. Let's put some fuel in here real quick. 2 Gatling guns. This is from mining in space, by the way. Yeah, 2 generators, 4 generators over there. Alright, let's build on that. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get a wood chopper in. Do we do the 2 one right here, the really basic one? Or do we do the pebble? I'm looking here. Fuel maker, that's funny. Ooh, that one looks nice. Dancing girls are always fun. Who's this one made by? It almost looks like my design. We need iron, copper, and carbon substrate. Iron, copper, and carbon substrate. Iron. Now we need copper. Get that cooking while this is doing all this. Let's make sure we got power in here real quick. Just throw a fusion. Oh wow, it took all those fusion cells. Wow. Alright. Get those Gatling guns. You grab the generators out of here real quick. This thing's a power hungry person, a hungry ship. The shields take a lot. Alright. Where'd that go? Okay. Alright. I meant it to go right and about H down. We'll go over here. Do the same thing. She should have enough power to do whatever she's got to do. Let's build that up. Alright, so we have a ship. We have Pentaxid. Shield should be going up. If I turn them on. I'll need the oxygen on right this second. Yeah, whatever. Did make 3 turrets, right? There's 2. Alright, we need 1 more. I think I bought 3, right? Still making it. Okay. That's your girls are always fun. Come on. Right, turn that off. Turn that off. Grab the last gun out of here real quick. Alright, so moment here. We have 3 Gatling guns. Let's key. Devices. Auto group. Okay. Turrets. Alright, so that's ready. We got, I think we're ready for our maiden voyage. I'm not gonna say no to like maybe taking some steaks with me. And we got 35 snack bars. And a ration pack if we ever get. Okay. We're going over here to go trading anyway, so. Come on. There we go. Alright. See? Shield, oxygen, lights. Shield, oxygen, lights. Love the Gatling gun. The shield come up and then we're gonna warp out of here. See you, planet. Alright, so our first warp jump is to Omicron. Moment here. Let's go. Whoop. First warp of the season. Heck yeah. These are not gonna be. I think this one down here, the orange down here, is Polaris. We haven't found them yet. There's one that was a trade station here on Omicron. Good Omicron itself. Looks like a trade station. Get the motor running. Alright, let's see here. Let's go grab. One here, okay. Let me get back on. Alright, so what do we have here? We have med packs. He doesn't sell any guns. That's not the guy we want. Please show me your wares. That's the garden plot one. I need him right this second. You taking? There's the two traders there. Garden, medical. There we go, Mr. Corp. Alright, so we have auto miner cores that we're never going to use. Now, did that give us enough to... Here's the gold ingot we need for the ship. I don't see anybody else around here, man. Mary's Garden. It's a teleportation device. Yeah. In this place. Move on. That goes up. What's up? Don't think that. Oh, there's a gen console. Where? Take a lucky draw and gift yourself a piece of his work for only 1,299. You have 6. Let's get out of here. Come on, get it. We'll go to Omicron. Maybe there'll be a trade station down there that has guns. Bridges. What? Can I enter this? What? Why? I have to have a capital vessel? What did it say again? Hold on. That's weird. Omicron. Be weird what it says. You cannot enter this planet with a CVSV. Well, that's just a bummer. Okay. Yeah. Please turn around. Blah, blah, blah. Guess we're gonna go somewhere else. What do we have? That's weird. Does it even say that you're not allowed to enter it? Oh, we gotta go to the, yeah, I'm never gonna do that. I mean, we can go over the asteroid field now that we have an EVA ghost and, like, mine out resources there. Doesn't say, oh, there's a lot of stuff there. Copper, silicon, magnesium, pentaxid. So basically, we gotta go get permission to land on the planet, which is kind of weird. Alright. I think what we're gonna do is we are going to go to back to the space center eventually. I want to see if it's just a capital vessel. It's a snow planet. Maybe we'll find some POIs here. Really want to go grab a coffee. Let me get to the planet. Make sure we're not being bombarded by capital ship. They shouldn't have put capital ships on the snow area, to tell you the truth. I think they should leave it away. Remember, we don't have regenerative POIs turned on. So we're going to be hard pressed to stop and do POIs here. We'll explore this planet. Rocket drone, huh? We're spending some time doing some mining over here. Resources this. Don't need any more silicon right this second. Shuttle. Neodymium medium. That is a submerged tank. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. Let's take the top off here real quick. So we know that we've been here before. In case we come back over this way and like, oh, submerged tank. And it doesn't hurt to grab some steel plate from here. Alright, let's jump down the hole. ATM Neo with some fuel packs and what? Medium armor. Alright, so let's go into the fridge first and drop off the goodies. Red box can go to all the guns and armor and whatnot. We loot, just in case we find a trader that actually takes them. I'm gonna throw the 1 gold in there. Oh, we still gotta wait for that one. Okay, I can't throw the gold in there right this second. Alright. They taken the tier 2 multi-tools out? We should have just built one of them since we had the large constructor being built. Let's wait for our jetpack to come back up. If you're wondering why I'm rushing back to the ship, because there's a destroyer right here. See it? See it flying in the air? See, this is what I don't get about the Blinger. Why isn't it working after so many years of playtesting? It's in Reforged Eden, they show you on the map that there's a capital vessel there. This is the stuff I'm talking about. We're on a new planet, way away from the starting zone, and we're still seeing starter. I guess maybe you have to warp out a little bit farther out in the galaxy. What's our warp drive range? I'm just curious there. Alright, so P menu. Device. Warp drive. This device can only be used in warp within solar systems. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to bump the table. You land right here for a second. Now we were supposed to be able to upgrade for free to the new the new warp drive. How are we gonna get back there to it? That's a good question. There's glass right here. don't know how we're going to upgrade the warp drive. Maybe take a block out of the back. Let's land right here. This one they put them in vanilla. I guess not. I mean, I guess we're... yeah. Am I wrong? Am I playing the wrong version of the game? Maybe it's in the other version of the game? I don't know. Let me turn back on my shoes before I forget. Alright, so we need a cheap CV. I'll get the CV materials in between this live stream and the next one. Make sure I have all the resources needed. Salvage yard is red. Or debris field is red. Interesting. Pretty good sized planet. I wouldn't know any better. I would say that's a farm of some sort. Yeah. Like I said, I'll do the mining off camera. It's gonna be me doing more mining. Let's find a POI to raid if we can. Titanium very large. Yeah, he didn't like something back there. Copper. Getting warm in here. It's almost nighttime. 6 o'clock. Oh snap. Are we friends with them? I don't know if we're friends with them. Let's not poke the bear. Just in case we're friends with them. Stray. Neutral is stray. Where stray is. If I remember correctly, everybody started off friendly in the vanilla game. See if he shoots at me. Now, my turrets would have lit him up if it wasn't, yeah. If he was hostile. In a word. Dance all night, dance all day. Mod the detector. I think after this one we'll do Hightail, and then tonight I'm going to sit down and I'm going to figure out what I need to do in order to make the blinger even better than what it is now. Got seaweed growing on top of the mountain. Little bugs. Might even go make a CV by myself, just make a really micro one. Like 4 up thrusters for medium thrusters, a couple cargo boxes, and yeah, that's about it. Don't know what this is over here. Looks like a small vessel of some sort. That's Wukong, huh? One whole thruster to get, huh? Yeah, no. I'm not wasting time on that. I can mine out the resources faster than deconstructing those resources. Another question mark over here. I've seen that one before. What's this one? Falling into something. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're friendly with them both, though. You get so close to these deposits, it's ridiculous. Yeah. We're headed west, right? We haven't found the Xerox clan yet. Well, large. Some more question marks over this way. The bad thing about vanilla, to tell you the truth, the reason I've been hesitant to play vanilla is the lack of content. Now, when I say lack of content, I mean, like, you can't tell if a POI is purple or not until you get up on it. They're all question marks. Yes, I guess that could be considered, exploring. Yes, rubbish. You can consider that exploring the world, just fine. They don't want to, like, show you where all the purple POIs are, because then you wouldn't do any exploration. That looks like a crash sentinel. Yeah, crash sentinel ship. Ancient grow's always nice. Arrow, baby. Let's go. Just like something there. Refield of some sort. Titanium. So much mining's gonna be done off camera. Oh yeah, we can find a multi-tool here. Oh. If this is the right one. Drone's underneath the ground, by the way. This one has a loot barrel on this side. No, it's not the greatest loot. You're firing at. Oh. This doesn't have a core in it, so what we're going to do is we're going to salvage. I think we bought an EVA booth recently. Alright, that's it. That's all I wanted of that one. Alright, let's see here. We're headed west, right? Let's keep heading west. I don't want to know what this question mark over here is. Red. Got a shield on it. I'm presuming it's going to be Xerax of some sort. My tea's almost gone. Gonna get up here in a little bit. The live stream's almost over. I'll fly back to base and then I'll... That's the worst drone base you can get. So hard. Defeated that one so many times. Well, let's see them shooting at me. What kind of Xerax do we recall on this Pirate's Talon? Xerax. We're neutral with the Xerax Empire. Silicon. I'm gonna fly back to base so I'm safe. And then when we come back in the next time, hopefully I'll have tons of materials gathered up for the next build. I haven't seen this one before. Got a thruster on it. Oh wow, look how designed that is. I know it's all in pieces, but man, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks really cool. The design. Giving me ideas for my first capital vessel. Your compartment. Oh man, and we don't have a ore scanner on us, do we? No. Medium promethium, that would be nice. Looking, not seeing anything on the horizon. Another junky POI. Where's all the good ones at? Guess this is a great best spot as any to stop the video and live stream. What I could do is just... What'd you kill? Golem. Didn't even need to be... Grab his loot real quick. Looks like we're gonna have a hailstorm here in a second. Alright everyone, this is where I'm gonna call this live stream. We're gonna end up right here at these towers. I'm gonna do some grindy work off camera. I'm hopefully I'll have everything shoved into the factory that I need for the capital vessel. So yeah, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. If you did, make sure you storm that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe for more daily content. Okay everyone, take care. Bye bye.